All right, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about that slight delay. It's been a while since I've streamed on YouTube, so wasn't entirely sure if when I hit start streaming on OBS if I went live. Apparently, I didn't because you have to hit a button on YouTube Studio to say, "Hey, go live," and didn't know about that. Anyway, uh, so what we've got today is I'm just gonna be doing some animation for the Life of Inkling Chapter 2. I'm already seeing a couple of people in the chat, so that's nice. But yeah, that's generally the plan of what we got today. And with all that said, let's switch over to the main overlay. Here we go. All right. So if I just want to say though that some of these I kind of like set this up. I don't want to say on the spot, but I worked hard to try to get everything set up yesterday so that I can do this. But hey, let's give a couple of shout outs before we start. I saw Vitex Pugh. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Hello. As always, my bud, Ethan Gumshoe Gamer. Good to see you, man. And Mikey, Splatoon fan, Mikey Inkling. Boy, hey, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here. So before we actually get started with the animating, just want to say that the reason why I switched back over to YouTube was because it's just, again, you saw the thing that I posted yesterday. You'll know why. But yeah, Twitch was just not working out. But figured just come back over to YouTube. Anyway, Jonathan Vo, hello. I see you in the chat twice. All right. Let's stop dilly-dallying and get to work here. Sorry I missed your Sly Cooper stream. Wasn't home all day. Didn't want to be part of it. Now, Mikey, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. Like, I had fun with that stream, but I had to be realistic about things, and I think it's just best that I stream over here instead, and it's primarily going to be, at least for now, primarily going to be animation stuff because I want to get Chapter 2 done, but, yeah. Maybe looking mostly because it gotta build PC work. Okay. Yeah, no worries about that. Good luck building your PC. How am I doing? Cameron Nash, hello. Welcome to the stream. How am I doing? I am, it could be better, but I'm going to try my best to provide you guys with some animation content today. So we are going to be doing some, animation today for this. So yeah, let's stop dilly-dallying and actually get into it. So let's get the music going. Clavador, yo, what's up? You watched the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie? I have not, but I have seen clips from it, and I don't know if I want to see it. Especially since Ugly Sonic is in there. Anyway. So, you know what? Yeah, let's start with that, since, the couple of you probably don't even know, like, how much has been done with Chapter 2 so far. But, let's briefly go over that first, and then we'll actually get into the animating here. So, what I've been able to accomplish so far has been 12 shots in scene 1, as you can see right here, like all the way from here to here. Been able to get that much done. As I've said before, there are 3 scenes in Chapter 2. We are currently still in scene 1, but as you can see, a substantial amount of work has been done in the first scene already, and yeah, that's we're actually honestly, we're relatively close to finishing up this scene, but yeah, it's I want to say it's like 7 or 8 shots away from being completed, but we'll just see how things go from here. But yeah, let's take the time now and go through the shots so that you can see what I've been working on, and I can take some questions while we're going through this. I'm actually playing Slide 3 right now while I watch this. awesome. Sly 3 is my favorite out of the Sly games. So, you know, Mikey, you've got good taste. That's all I'm gonna say. They'll be lurking. Yeah, that's totally fine. It's totally fine with the lurk. So yeah, this is just to show you like what I've been working on. Obviously, it's all not 100% finalized because the lighting and stuff is not implemented yet. But you know, we're getting relatively close to that point, but we're not quite there yet. Man. Okay, I just spotted something. I see. It's actually kind of good that I'm previewing all of these shots to you guys right now, because it allows me as the animator to see if there's anything that I could potentially need to fix, and I actually did see something that needs to be fixed in a shot. So we might actually back up to that shot first to fix that, and then we'll continue on with the new one. Okay. And that really is all I've got so far. You obviously can't understand what's being said, because it's all Inkling and there's no subtitles at the moment, because subtitles are added in post. But yeah, that's all we've got so far. Just as a small context, it's just, you know, another day. It's just another day. Sana's trying to get back into the swing of things, but then Vinky decides to show up to give her problems again. But Sana's like, okay, enough fooling around. It's time that I decided. It's time that I stand up for myself. Okay. So yeah, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna fix this bit of animation right here. We're looking at this ear. This ear, no, not that ear. This ear. There's something about the movement here that I just don't like. Ah, see, there it is. It kind of just stops abruptly, and then it just doesn't have a good general flow. That feels a little bit better. Let's do that. Oh yeah, that definitely feels a lot better. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Okay. Well, see, the thing, Glavador, is that I've probably said it numerous times before, and it should be stated even now, but animation just takes a very, very long time, and the main issue is that I'm like the one animator. There's like only one animator on that's working on this, me. So that's part of the reason why it's taking forever. But I decided to move the progress of chapter 2 over here instead of on Twitch, because I feel like that would have been a little bit easier on me and also easier on you guys, because you know, I care about my fan base. ST Splat 04, I'll just call you Splat 04. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are just getting started with some animation here. So okay, so the backup, just to give a little bit of context again. So it's like Vinky comes up, she's like, hey, I'm gonna give you a hard time, Sana. And Sana's like, okay, I'm gonna give it back to you. This is her basically telling Vinky off. Which then leads us into this shot, which kind of continues along with it. Kind of continues along with Sana being upset and is like, okay, look, I don't want to have to deal with your crap anymore, so I'm gonna just tell you off and then just leave alone. Or just leave it alone. It takes a long time, especially if you want it to look the best, but I salute people who take their time. I think animation should always be very fluid, smooth, and realistic. Yes, Mikey, 100%. 100%. That is my mentality as well, and I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to animation, but that's just because, again, I want it to look the best that it can. But it's also something that I absolutely love doing, so there's a reason why I want it to look perfect. Spencer Man, I think is how you pronounce your name with the threes. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've streamed a stream like this. Yeah, figured that this would be a good idea. Okay. So, yeah, all right. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now because right before the stream started, I was dealing with something and kind of panicking. But everything's fine. Don't worry. Everything is 100% fine. All right. That said, though, let's actually get into the animating here. Okay. So let's see here. So for those that did end up tuning into the Twitch streams of me animating, I'm probably going to be repeating the same information and tips and stuff that I've been saying over there. But hey, that's fine. I pronounced it right? Okay, good. I'm always self-conscious about pronouncing everybody's usernames right. So since I did pronounce yours right, that makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is that we kind of want to keep Sana in this pose a little bit for a couple of frames before we move on to the dialogue bit right here, because that's where she tells Vinky off, and we're gonna have her change from that position. Let's see. So just gonna find a spot here, and we're just gonna get to work here. So it's kind of like, and the reason why I think I don't know if I've said it before, but the reason why you leave a couple of frames, in the beginning is to just let the audience catch what's on screen, so that way you're not just flipping through each shot like one after another. So that's why we're gonna sorta, I don't want to say hang, but that's why we're gonna kind of sorta just you know, give you guys a second to be like, okay, that's what's happening, and then we'll just move on to the next thing. So Taylor Productions, is that my shirt with a pearl tee? I don't know what you're referring to, but Sana has always had this pearl tee. Although that's a fun little that is a fun little segue to some behind the scenes content, or just behind the scenes things in general. But Sana wasn't originally going to wear the pearl tee. She was actually going to wear the mint tee originally. But honestly, I just like the pearl tee more. It's just, it complements her color scheme that I went for a little bit better. There's more contrast here. Because the mint tee kind of made things a little too bright, if that makes any sense. At times where people call me Spec or even SP3. Okay. Well then I'll just call you Spec then, just to make things easier. Me hair is always the most annoying, but yes, 100% yes. Hair is always the most annoying part for me as well, because let me tell you, I've somewhat figured out how to you know, animate the hair better, or just a little bit more efficiently, but even then I still run into issues like everybody's favorite, clipping. I hate clipping in whatever form, and it just seems to be the hair is the biggest culprit of that. Every time. Every time. Jan, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are just sort of getting started with animating here. I'm saying that I've not liked those names. Just spent. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Spencer. Okay, gotcha. For me, it's working with mouse sliders. See, my thing is that the mouse sliders are, that's fine. My only thing is that working with dialogue can be a little tricky at times, but that's only because you're kind of expected to do a decent amount. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. So we're just gonna do like a little, what I like to call, actually no. It's not what I like to call it, it's actually what it is called. But we're gonna basically do a rough pass of just a general movement, general feel of what I want for the animation, and then we'll add in the secondary stuff afterwards. It's actually kind of how you're supposed to work. I'll get your time and I got into the chat. Alright. So, okay. We should kind of just like rest on this for just a little bit, and then let's see. What should we have for it? Oh, okay. I know. Apologies for that. Oh yeah, I know we're like already 20-ish minutes into the stream, but how are the audio levels? Can you hear the music and me just fine? I just want to double check that. But I think everything should be fine. You gonna do Super Mario Odyssey, Mario and Luigi? No, I'm not really into. I don't want to say I've completely grown out of the crossover phase of animations, but that's not my focus at the moment. This is purely Splatoon related, and anything that is non-Splatoon related that is shown in any of these animations are purely just like Easter eggs and cameos and stuff. Sliders with a mouse, at least if you're yeah, not every model has mouth sliders. Not every model has mouth sliders. Sometimes you have to manually animate the mouth. And that's not exclusive to Source Filmmaker, by the way, or Gmod. That's also apparent in something like Maya, and I would also assume Blender. Dalton fan, welcome. You're not too late. You are not too late. We are just getting started with this rough pass of the shot, where we're just trying to get general movement feel for Sana. So yeah, you are not too late. You actually arrived at a pretty good time. Audio's fine? Okay. Thanks, Spencer. Spencer fan. Alright. Okay, see, that's a problem there. So, another thing that Source kind of likes to do, which I'm not a fan of, is that it's like, oh, you want it to move this way? No, that's not what we had originally. So, we're just gonna edit it. So maybe that'll fix it? Not quite. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, so apologies for the Inkling sounds that you're going to be hearing, like, at least for now. I will probably mute it later, but I just have the sound on for right now so that I can get things the way I want them to. It's in most game apparent that models have bones for facial. Yeah. 100%. generally speaking, most models are either A or B about that. Okay. So I am just. So let me just. Yeah, that's why something just felt a little off about her general pose here. But now I am able to correct it. There we go. It's like the slight shift in her position right here. That's what we're going for. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm gonna do. Let's see. She's kind of just like standing up straight. There's not really a whole lot of movement. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just slightly shift her downward. Actually, that might have been too much. Let's shift up. Maybe. Let's see how this works. No, I don't like that. Okay, never mind. But this is what happens sometimes. It's like you'll be working on it, and then you'll want to experiment with something, and then it just won't turn out the way you want it. But the nice thing is that you can just Control Z and just back up. How's things going with funding voice actors for you? If I'm gonna be perfectly honest with that, not the greatest, because the funds for that in particular were going to be what I got from Patreon and Ko-Fi, or Coffee, however you pronounce it, but hasn't really been going that well. We only have one Patreon fan, and that's actually Mikey. But I am still appreciative of the support either way, guys. Like, honestly. But I am thinking about, you know, it's a good thing you actually asked that, because I am rethinking how I will approach that. I just haven't fully worked out the details yet. So just keep your eyes peeled out for information regarding that. Have any tips when it comes to motivation? Oh boy. Motivation. An artist, or just in general, an artist struggle. Motivation. Something that you can never truly escape. Or not escape, what am I saying? I don't know. General tips for keeping motivation up is, I guess, your question, Splatoon 4. I don't know, but I guess it really just depends on the person, but I haven't really thought about that, but generally speaking, what I like to do is that I like to, you know, just make sure you give yourself enough time to rest and, you know, relax. Because something that you could always run into is burnout, and nobody likes that. So just make sure that you have you give yourself enough time to rest, but not to the point where you're like slacking off and stuff. I mean, yeah, that's generally how I approach that. Watch a show, play a game, you know, give yourself some breathing room in between what you're working on. And yeah. Also, just don't forget to stick with it. You know, it may seem like taxing or, you know, rough at times, but as long as you're willing to stick with it, that should be motivation enough. Burnout does indeed suck, yes. I should know, because earlier this year, actually, I got a little burned out myself. But, you know, just took some time to recuperate and watch the couple of new anime that have been airing recently, and you know, I'm back on the grind. Also, it should be worth mentioning before we get too involved in the stream. I mean, we've already been going for 30 minutes, which is weird. Which is very weird for me. But I should mention that the VOD or the archive of the stream will not be on the channel. It'll be uploaded to my second channel, so that way this main channel doesn't get overflooded with streams. That's the one thing that I'm trying to avoid. So I don't know when I will get the VOD for this stream up, but I'll try to get it up like try to get up on the second channel like by the end of the week, if possible. But you know, as I keep on working here, I just wanna say that I hope everybody's having a good start to their week and everything. I hope your weekend was good too. I've just been, you know, trying to be fine and all that. I don't want to get too personal on this stream, but I'll just say that it's been a little rough mentally for me lately, but you know, I'm trying to you know, move past stuff and figure out what exactly it is that I want to do. But you know, I'm fine, so don't worry about anything. Let's see. I watch cartoons and a lot of SMG4 when experiencing burnout to give myself a break. Yeah, that's really, again, anything that can help. Anything that can help with the burnout. Play a game, watch a show, watch YouTube videos. Anything that helps you is enough. Okay, that's Vinky's line. Oh wait, no. No. Why am I going? Oops. This shot's going on for too long. Oops. Yeah, this is the start of Vinky right here. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is just move the dialogue over for now. This is something that I've been doing recently with the shots, is that I'll take the dialogue that I have planned out here and I'll just move them over like quite a ways. And I'll let some shots like run long, so that way it allows me to be better about the post editing process, where I'm trying to compile everything together so I can cut down shots if need be. Thanks a lot. I'm sure there are going to be better days. Yeah, thanks for that, Splatoon 4. Appreciate hearing that. Listening to lo-fi music while I animate. It's been working for me. Yeah. That's generally how I go about animating too. It's that, or just making it like art in general. It's either I get music on the background, or I just get like a long video, or just a long string of videos to listen to on the background. Normally I'd be listening to anime music while I'm animating, but I don't think YouTube would appreciate that. So yeah, it's like I want to listen to some of my favorite anime songs while I'm streaming to you guys this stuff, but I don't think YouTube will appreciate that because of copyright and all that. That's fine. I'll just do it on my own time. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so if it feels like this shot is going on for a little too long, again, it's intentional because editing. But yeah, you know what? I think this will work. I think this will work. As at least as a start, because I can always go back and fix it if need be. But as a start, this isn't bad. Okay, we'll do the hand movement next. and then we'll move on to everything else. Lo-fi music is the life to have. Okay, if I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you all right now, I don't really understand the appeal of lo-fi, but then again, I also haven't listened to a lot of lo-fi, so maybe my opinion will change if I do, but you know, just I don't know, just trying to make conversation while I'm animating here. But you know, if you guys have like any recommendations of like good lo-fi music to listen to, I might actually consider playing that on stream the next time that I decide to stream. I feel like that'd be nice. This is annoying. This is annoying. Clipping. It's my most hated thing in just working in a 3D space is clipping. Because when you're drawing, you can get around that, but when you're dealing with models, clipping is your enemy. Straight up. Yeah, it's unfortunate because, you know, SFM's limited, but trying to make the most of it. Let's see. Copyright shows no mercy. Mercy doesn't exist for copy. Yes, this is very true. Is very true. Lo-fi isn't for everybody. Everyone is opinionated. Yeah, but I'm also. But see, the thing, guys, the thing about me that you should know is that I'm always open to things. So, again, if you guys have like recommendations of lo-fi music, I'll give it a listen, and I might consider actually playing it on stream. But that might have to be saved for the next stream because I want to do my research and stuff. Very, very little will I just fly off the handle and be like, oh no, this is dumb. Very, very, very little of my time is like that. I am very much always open to ideas and suggestions and stuff. My only problem is that when people are like as opinionated as you said, Dalvin or Dalton. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak well. I'm sorry. But what was I trying to say? I think what I'm trying to say is that my problem is that people can be too opinionated for all the wrong reasons, and I'm just not a fan of when that happens because it's like it honestly doesn't sound like they're really thinking before they're speaking, and that can lead to needless conflict. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I definitely get that. Lo-Fi Girl is a good source for lo-fi music. They even encourage content creators to use their music and videos and streams on YouTube and Twitch. Oh, really? Okay. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna write down Lo-Fi Girl in my planner, and I will take a look at that. Will there be more streams in the future because this is a nice space here? Ideally, yes. I would love to continue doing these types of streams, or really anything else that anyone may or may not have in mind. But for now, I'd like to focus on animating streams, or just animation streams, because again, I want the life in Inkling to take off, because this thing has been remaining dormant for so long, and now that I'm out of college and I'm done with that, it's time. It's time to actually get this thing off the ground. And yeah, I'm just really motivated because honestly, guys, if you I said it on my Twitch streams, but if you think you've seen what we have in store with Chapter 1 DX, you guys have not seen anything yet. There's this fan series is gonna go places. This fan series is gonna go places, and we've only just barely scratched the surface. But yeah. Long-winded explanation, but TLDR, yes, there will be more streams in the future. In fact, I think the next stream might actually be next Monday. I'm trying to try to make it like a weekly thing, where I just go for about 2 to 3 hours, and I'm just animating on here, showing you guys progress, talking, you know. Which actually, now that I think about it, was something that what I wanted to do, but again, couldn't do because college. But now that I'm done with college, well, I don't want to say I have all the time in the world, but I got a fairly decent amount of time at the moment, so might as well. Meanwhile, while I am animating over here, if anybody has like any questions that aren't too spoiler related to the life of Inkling, you could go ahead and ask them. By all means, I'm always open to questions and stuff. But yeah, if you're like curious at all about one thing or another, or just, you know, anything like that, feel free to ask. Now's the perfect time to be asking those types of questions, actually. Or if you just have like random questions to ask that are not related to Life in Inkling, also open to those. Doesn't really matter. Alright, let's see here. So I like the movement on this, but we definitely are going to change the timing of things a little bit. So that way it just feels a little bit better. There we go. There we go. But I do appreciate hearing that this is a nice space. So that's generally the vibe that I want to go for with my streams just in general. It's just a nice, comfy, cozy place where you can just chill, hang out, and just, you know, just see stuff. Okay. No telling how long I will, or how much work we're going to get done today, but I'd at the very least like to get one shot done and maybe start the next one. Which at the pace I'm going might be doable. Okay. That side looks good. Let's see. There's the problem. Wait. There we go. Let's see. Let me do this. Again, guys, this is just how the process goes. It's just kind of just going over, sweeping over the animation a few times just to see if motion is exactly what you want it to be, and then kind of just add on to it from there. Actually kind of thankful that this shot in particular is a simple one, because I might actually be able to finish it. How were the character ideas for the Life of Inkling created? Any inspiration from, I don't know, real life experiences? Okay, so I already talked about this on the Twitch streams that I did, but I will repeat it over here because, you know, new people. And just because, again, this is a better space to do this kind of thing. But I will say that yes. Oh, I'll take a second because we might be here for a bit. So I'll stop animating and talk about this for a second. So yes, the ideas for the characters did draw some real life inspiration. Mainly just like certain characters are actually kind of like based around different assets of my personality. So like Sana here is like, I don't want to say she's like a 100% self-insert, but she basically is the embodiment of the shy awkwardness, or just the more timid side of myself. But when she puts her mind to something, she can get it done. Alicia is more based around, like someone like Alicia is based more around the friends that I've had. Dean also too, but Dean is also part is more like my outgoing type of personality. And then Pinky definitely is based around bullies that I've had to deal with in the past, in case it wasn't obvious. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of real life inspiration involved in this. Not just in the characters, but in terms of certain elements of the story. But a lot of it is, a lot of it does take inspiration, but there are some parts where it doesn't. I'm not gonna say what specifics, but I hope that answers your question. Oh, you got a two-parter here from Dalton. Let's see. Well, it's my inspiration, and how much experience do I have with Splatoon? Let's answer that second part, and then we'll backtrack to the Life of Inkling. So, my experience with Splatoon starts with the very first game. I think I mentioned it before, but it's actually a funny story how I got into Splatoon, because it was kind of around the time when it was first like kind of like starting, and you know, I was like seeing it, like, you know, in seeing it in ads. I was seeing it on the 3DS like theme store and stuff, and I was like, okay, you know, this seems cool. I'll get the theme, and that will probably be the end of it, because I like the style. But then one day I realized, wait a minute, I actually might be interested in this, because as a little fun fact, I'm not really the biggest shooter type of guy when it comes to games. But Splatoon, it mainly just draws from like the whole like, oh, it's real, quote unquote realistic, dark, gritty stuff, which, you know, that's fine. But I'm also not like the biggest, I'm also not the biggest guy when it comes to like, oh, hardcore violence and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But Splatoon was the nice, Splatoon was hitting the right marks and stuff, because that was more kid, quote unquote, kid friendly, cartoony and stuff, things that I absolutely love. So that was how it started. And, you know, it was just one day where I was like, crap, I actually kind of want to play this game now. And the other kickstart was that I was over at a high school friend's house one day, and I got to try out a Halo game, and I enjoyed that. So I was like, okay, I do like shooters. It just kind of depends on the shooter, I guess. So, and then I think that very same day, we went out shopping at Target, and lo and behold, there was Splatoon at a kiosk, and things kind of just went from there. So I've been playing since the first game. I would say around the time that it started, or was first getting its start. Yeah, and I've just been a fan since then. I did take like a little bit of a break, not necessarily from the life in Inkling, but just from playing Splatoon in general, because my interest in games was elsewhere at the time. But I'm very much looking forward to Splatoon 3 when that releases, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. As for your question about the inspiration for the life in Inkling, oh boy. We're going down that path, aren't we? Okay. So the main inspiration for the life of an Inkling, not just the characters, but just the concept overall. Much like what Splatoon 4 said about, or asked about the characters, the general overall plot of Life in Inkling does draw some real life inspiration. Let's just say that, without going into specifics, let's just say that the first draft of what is now Chapter 1 DX occurred when, or was thought up when I was having a rough time in life. So that's how it all started. It's just again, without going into specifics, that's how the idea came up. But obviously it just obviously it develops further from that, but that's generally how it started. And yeah, I guess there's nothing more to say to that in response to that, because you know, that's just how it started. And then I guess and then from there I just came up with the characters, came up with the plot and stuff, and you know, obviously things were doom, I don't want to say doom and gloom, but things were not great for me mentally when I came up with the idea for this series. But you know, sometimes that's how the ideas come about. Yeah, I came up with the characters, story, all of that stuff. Actually, within like one day, I want to say it might have been like a few days, but I think I came up with the concept like within a day, or at the very least. So I don't know what that says about me creatively, but you know, it's just you know what? Here's another way to put it. It was the idea was thought of at the right place at the right time, and honestly, that's probably the best. That's probably the better takeaway. Is that it happened at a good time and at a good place, and now we just need to get this thing off the ground. There are two siblings, and I separated my persona into those. One sibling is like how I view myself, and the other one is like how I would like to be. That's actually very interesting. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. So, and sometimes, you know, that's just how you start making characters. It's just that, you know, sometimes it's like, okay, I'll think about doing things this way, and then you you know, the next time you come up with the character, you'll probably do it another way. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And here we are with the hair movement. It's like I got on a roll talking and I just realized, oh wait, I'm working on the hair right now. Great. It's not very much a spoiler for me to say this, but there's a reason why later on in this series, everyone's going to get Splatoon 2 redesigns, and a lot of the hairstyles and everything are going to be much easier to animate. I'll just say that now. But yeah. It's just, oh man. Hair is just annoying to have to deal with. It's the hair, good luck. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that on a almost near daily basis. And it's, you know what, it's funny that I'm now talking about hair, or the hair while animating, but a common critique of the original pilot for this series was that, like, animation overall is good, but the hair movement is like way too crazy. It's way too crazy. And I completely understand that. So initially I was like, nah, I think it's fine. But, you know, as you take those, as I was taking animation courses in college, I was like, oh, people actually are right. It's like, oh, now I understand. Now I get what people were saying. But you know, it's just the case with anything. You just grow, you learn, you get better. Obviously, as you continue to do things, you learn more from people that are more experienced than you, and that overall just makes you a better artist, animator, whatever it may be. Ideas for shows and animations can really come from anywhere, whether it's completely original based on IRL experiences or based on another piece of media you're a fan of. Yeah, that is generally how things are. I was about to say how things are conceived, but that might as well be the case, because yeah, you just hit the nail on the head there. That is generally how things work out. Alright. See, I complained about the hair, but again, this is a very short and simple shot, so the hair movement really isn't that troublesome. For once. Here, move back in the good old time. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't want to say that. I mean, well, what am I trying to say here? I don't want to come off as sounding like, oh, I'm so great. No, I'm not, guys. Like I appreciate the compliments and stuff, but I am still learning. I'm still trying to improve. But it's like, again, it's like with anything. You learn, you grow, and you get better. As long as you're willing to get better. Because if you're one of those jerks on the internet that thinks that, no, everything that I'm doing is great the way it is, I don't need to change anything, it's like, yeah, okay. maybe you should check your privilege there. But yeah, I don't know what to add to that. Biggest fear, hair animation and wind. Yeah. Yeah. See, I only don't like the wind because that messes with my allergies. Like I'll go out for a walk around my around the neighborhood, and sometimes if it's just being windy, it's very windy one day, I'll just be like, okay, guess my allergies are acting up today. All right, but as we can see here, the shot is, in terms of general movement, is all good to go. So now the next thing that we gotta do is the lip sync. So let me just, actually let's have the song play out. Oh, don't. Do not even get me started about that. I look back at my old content and I cringe. Which I'm probably going to be doing later this year. Because there's this old video that I made. I don't know if any of you newer fans know, but there's this older video that I made. That was, oh god, when was it? 2011, 2012, I think. God, it's so long ago. No, actually, no. It has to be 2012 because it's the 10-year anniversary for that video today, this year. But there's this old video that I made called Tales of Nightmare. It's when I was doing sprite animations. That's how I got my start as the known trivia with animation. In case you haven't seen that one video that I made where I talked about my start. But there was that video that I made, and it was a Halloween themed video. It took a while for me to work on and finish. And I got it done, and that was probably like the biggest project that I worked on initially. But now this is the biggest project that I'm working on. But at the time, you know, I got that done, and it was like, man, I accomplished something here. This is great. But now I look back on that video, and I cringe. I cringe so hard. And it's like it's because of the animation, it's because of the editing, it's because of the voice acting. Oh god. Oh no. No, yeah. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But yeah. Anyway. So now the reason why I stopped the music is because we're gonna do some lip syncing here, and then we'll finish up the facial animation. So this shot actually is pretty close to being done. So mind the Inkling noises right now, but I'm trying to get the lips to move with the sound. So let's see here. Okay. Obviously still not final, but you know, so it's like. You know? Interesting how you mentioned some animators being titled about. Well, I'm just it's not just animators who are entitled. I just feel like people in general are entitled. That was the main argument that I was making there. But he refuses to take any criticism. But that is also true. That is also very true as well. Just there are some people who are part of that scene as you say that cannot take criticism. And it's like, and if even if it's like constructive, like saying, yeah, this is good, but you need to work on this, they take like massive offense to that. And it's like, 9 times out of 10, I would say, when constructive criticism is thrown somebody's way, they're trying to help you out. It's like they see the potential. It's just that, people get easily offended nowadays for no reason. Let's see. First animation was a goodbye short for Miiverse. Now I'm sad. I like that animation. Every one of my characters was stiff beyond really. Yeah. Yeah. That how it be sometimes. That how it be. Like, okay. I'm gonna take another moment here to just kind of talk. But when I was going through chapter 1DX and working on that, when I was going over the scenes that I had to reanimate, touch up the animation, make them look more consistent, quote unquote, more consistent with the newer scenes, there were just certain shots where I was like, I was fine with this. I was fine with how this looked. It's like, oh no, this looks bad. It's like, this is stiff. This is awkward. The timing's off. What is going on here? And I'm pretty sure now that I've experienced with, or I have experience with working with the body mechanics more specifically. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, this is bad. Like, this is straight up bad. Yeah, Miiverse. Yeah, it's like it's such a good feature, and then it's like they didn't carry it over for the Switch. It's like, why not, Nintendo? Again, pardon the noises, but this is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do when you're lip syncing. Let me do. Oh, okay. So here's actually a tip that I can give while I'm doing the lip sync here. And I know it might sound a little weird at first, but trust me, I think people that work in the industry do this. But when you're doing the lip sync, or you're just working with the face in general, you either you can do one of two things. The method that I like to do is that while the character, or while the sound or the line is being said, try to figure out what shape the mouth makes by making it yourself. So like, let's just go through it here. So right here, she's going E, the sound is going E, so we gotta do the E motion there. And yeah, so that's generally how I like to do it. Another way to do it is actually to have a mirror next to you, look at yourself in the mirror, and then make that face or whatever it is that you're doing. But however you want it to look, basically. So yeah, you're gonna look like a crazy person. But if it means the animation looks better, I don't care. So, see? Just like that. Never had Miiverse during the time of its lifetime, to be honest. Yeah. Noises I hear when playing Splatoon 2 online because Nintendo Switch Online sucks. I don't know. I'm more on the camp that thinks the online isn't as bad as people make it out to be, but I've had my fair share of I've had my fair share of shoddy connection. First disinfect poster was an, I don't know, Inkling girl standing in the air next to a portal thing with an evil face, and Marie was there too. Don't ask. I was about to, but now I won't. I was about to ask you, but now I won't since you said that. So, no, but but I get it. I get it. No, it's just like you look back at your old stuff and it's like, what was I thinking? And then we can do like a, wait, no, like a small E. Maybe not as it's pronounced, kind of just. And then sometimes you gotta back up. Just how it be. Just how it be. Okay. I'm liking how it's coming along, but the spacing on it is off. So we're gonna just, oh, of course. Ah. Be picky. Be picky. Then we just gotta do this. Okay, you know what the problem, what the problem is that I think the mouth is too open before it gets into the next sound that's made. So we're gonna just slightly close it. Okay. Let's move it over. There we go. There. Oh wait, actually, hold up. Then, okay, I'm sorry, but that just looks like a pouty face. Maybe E back up. Move it over. Oh, better idea. Let's make it not as pronounced, and then there we go. And with that, it should be done. So we'll just take a look. Trying to get this right. that shall do it for now. But if I have to make any changes later, I will do that. Let's get the music back on. All right. Okay. So now that we got the lip sync in, the last thing that we've got to do is some facial animation here. So we've got to like animate her face and stuff. Oh, forgot to select the eyes. There you go. Okay. So for this, we're gonna just temporarily disable Sana's glasses here, or just make them pop out of existence. But you know, it just makes makes it easier for me to see her face, and then we can just bring him back in. Okay. So she's looking off to the side, which is what we don't want. Oh. Okay. So Vinky is like literally like right in front of her. So let's shift those eyes forward. Just a little forward. It's just that dedication. If you're dedicated enough to do things, then you know, that's all you need. So I'm happy to know that I gave you some amount of motivation there. Okay, we'll move on. We'll get the. Let's see. We'll do blinking first. So let's see. Like that. Yeah. All right. In 10. Typically speaking, when I do, or when I have to make a character blink, I do it by a rule of 10 most of the time. So it's like, actually I can just get rid of that now. The first 10 frames here is like you know, eyes closed, and then the next 10 is when they open up. So that's just how I just like how that looks, but you don't have to follow that. It's just a general thing that I like to do. Alright, actually now I'm looking, because I have my storyboard on standby. She still kind of has her eyes like that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Because again, she's telling Vicky off. She's like, "Hey, stop it." You ain't gonna bother me anymore. Just go away. Ever seen that image of the Splatoon 1 orange Inkling girl peeking from behind a wall at the Squid Sisters with just the most mentally unstable face you've ever seen, with a text saying, yes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, no, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that image. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that, let's just say that's an interesting image, and we'll just leave it at that. We will just leave it at that. If I can be real for a second, this is like one of my most favorite parts of like the animation process, is just the facial expressions. I love making the facial expressions like sell well. That is something that I absolutely love doing. The more wicked, or not wicked, but the more wacky and more over the top I can make them, the better. So with this one, we kind of go from like a I'm mad, you're annoying, to I really don't care. You're not gonna bother me. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, though, let's see, comparing it to my storyboard, we might actually just bring this, not that. Let's bring this down and slightly adjust that. Yeah, I think that looks. You know what? Which one did I bring down? I think I brought this one down. You know what? I like that. I like how that looks. So we'll just yeah, okay. Push to the door. Here's what me time to die. Okay. Sana is just so done. Look at this face. Look at this face. She is just done. Like, I really don't want to have to be dealing with this, Pinky. Can you please just leave me alone? I'll do another blink just because. Alright. Take a look. Okay. So I like how it turned out. Problem is that you can't really see her other eyebrow. That's like right here, because it's blocked by her glasses. So there's actually multiple ways that I can fix that. Let's see. Let's see if we can fix it just by adjusting the sliders here real quick. Ooh, you know what? I like that more. Yeah, I actually like that more. I like this a lot more, actually. See, and this is another thing. It's like when you're just experimenting around and trying to figure out how you want something to look, sometimes you'll just get what you want when you're just messing around. It's like, oh, yeah, I actually like this. Okay. Now we're gonna set it in stone with that. Oh, okay, that's already set in stone. Okay. Always felt with the characters while doing yes. But who else is Vicky supposed to torment? The lunch lady? I don't know. Are there lunch ladies on well actually okay, technically speaking there can be lunch ladies on a college campus, which again, this is a college environment. But that's only if the college in question has like a cafeteria, I guess. Which my college did. My college actually did have a cafeteria area. Very good one at that. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so let's see. Do we keep the mouth in the same position or do we slightly alter it? That's the next thing. Let me see. We'll mess around with this, then we'll mess around with the eyes a bit, and then we might move on to setting up the next shot. So let's see here. Actually, this is a better view so that I can better figure out what kind of mouth I'm going for here. Let's see. I don't know if anyone's tried it out though, but There is nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with using like multiple sliders for the face controls. Just don't. Oh no. Okay. Time to have time to be a little dumb at the moment. But don't do something like this where you just have all the controllers selected and you just do this. So just be meticulous about your work with that, because you don't want something to look horrifying. I think figure some colleges would be like your regular elementary, high school, and have cafeterias. I wanna say that most do. I just know that mine did, and mine was good. They actually served some pretty decent food at mine. Okay, let's see. Oh gee, please leave it like this. No. You guys have to also like keep into account that chat's on a delay. So when I see you reacting to horrifying Sauna face, know that I will receive that later. Hi Onmore. Welcome to the stream. We are just animating some Life of an Inkling Chapter 2 at the moment. Actually almost done with this shot. Shot that we started like at the beginning of the stream, mind you, and we're about to finish here. Yeah, Sana is just done. She is just done. And that's kind of the face that I'm going for. Okay, general tip that I will throw out. With the eyes. General tip with the eyes, and I saw this a while ago on Twitter by someone who is also an animator. General tip with the eyes. You don't want them to remain stationary. And by stationary, I mean stay in one place like they are right now. What you want to do is that you kind of want to slightly, and I mean slightly, move them around. Doesn't have to be a lot. You just need to slightly adjust them and move around. Why? Kind of helps the character have a little bit more life. Kind of helps the character have a little bit more life. So actually, now that I mentioned that, didn't do it here, so we're gonna do it before we call this shot done. There we go. Just like that. Please don't tell Shauna's Kirby pitched mouth again. That is so great your fuel. I was just only doing it to prove a point, because I just recall whether for a joke or not, people would do that with the mouths, and it's like, guys, you're going a little overboard. There is such a thing as over animating, and that is an example of over animating. A very over the top example of over animating, but it's over animating nonetheless. Okay. All right, but with that, let me see here. With that, I think I can classify this shot as done, guys. I think we can classify this shot as being done. Let me just move the dialogue bits over here just a little bit. Just move them over. Just move them over like here for now. Got the shot there. Let's let me do this. Here we go. Let's have a look. And there you go. That is essentially my process in a nutshell when it comes to working on these shots. Actually kind of happy that I was able to get a shot done today. I don't know if I will be able to actually no. I shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that quite yet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the work camera back in here. Let's see here. That's work camera. There we go. Lean over and animate a sad mouth once, and work does come. See, that's the only time when over animating works to your benefit. If you're trying to sell a joke or if you're trying to be comedic, then it definitely helps out. But if it's a face that you're supposed to look at normally, no. You gotta know the right timing and opportunity for doing something like that. So we're actually gonna swap the work camera over here. Use this camera. Oh crap! Almost forgot. For this shot, we gotta bring in the background objects. There we go. Alright, now that shot's done. Alright. Moving over here. We're moving back over here. So let's see. 132? Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm just trying to gauge time and stuff at the moment. Okay, why don't we do this? Let's get the next shot set up. And then I might take a short break and come back. But we'll see. The over animated the mouth makes it look bright. Yeah, see, that's my problem. Is that when you over animate the mouth specifically, especially on these models, it kind of looks like it kind of makes the model broken, or just look broken. Okay. So for this shot, it's kind of an over-the-shoulder type of thing, where we're from Sana's perspective. So good news, guys. I'm just now looking again at my storyboards for this scene, and we've just completed the second page. The previous shot was actually the last one for the current page that I was on, so we're moving on to page 3. That's great. While I'm looking at my storyboard, let's see how many shots we've got left. So let's see. We were at what, 12? No, 13. That's 13. That's shot 13. We're on 14 now. Okay. So 13. Let's see here. Let me count it real quick. 16, 17, 18, maybe 19. So 18, maybe 19. We're at shot 13. So we've got like, I can do math. We've got about 5 to 6 shots remaining for the scene. 5 to 6 for this one scene, guys. 5 to 6 shots left of the scene, and there's 2 more after this. There's two scenes after this one. So this scene is actually really close to being done. Really close to being done, and that's so great. Let's see. Do you have a main focus when it comes to telling stories? Mine is always comedy. Don't know why. Kind of depends on what story you're trying to tell. So in your case, you're more focused on comedy. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, I enjoy a good comedy if it's written well. My thing when it comes to writing stories is that I'm always character driven. I feel like I'm always focused on the characters because they're the ones that you're going to be looking at most of the time. The story kind of just is just like what am I trying to say? I think what I'm trying to say is that I primarily focus on the characters because, you know, that's what you're going to be dealing with for a majority of this. But I guess the story kind of just happens around the characters, and whether it's good or not, it just kind of depends on the ideas that I come up with to make the story engaging. But to me, as long as the characters are engaging and there's at least something there to be like, oh, I can connect with this character, and it feels, I don't want to say 100% realistic, but at least there's some sense of realism there, then that's all I really need, honestly. SMG4 does the over-animated faces with Mario a lot, or it's just a mustache and mouth, and sometimes just shrink his entire head altogether. But he does it to portray Mario's stupidity. That's, yeah. I don't watch SMG4 personally, but I am aware of that. That he does that. Or they do that. Feel the character-driven part you said so well. I mean, that's just how I personally feel about when it comes to telling stories, because it's like, if I can't invest myself into the characters, then it's like you could have the most beautifully well executed story, well written, well structured and everything, but if your characters suck, then there's kind of no point. If your characters are like cardboard, then I don't care. But again, kind of just depends on what you're going for. Personally speaking, character driven all the way. That's generally how I prefer stuff, but you know, it doesn't always have to be like that, obviously. Okay, so let's just mess around with the field of view really quick. We're trying to line up the shot the way that I want it to. And of course, because of SFM's limitations, I'm not going to be able to do that 100%, but I will try. Let's see here. This shot will be, I guess, kind of like this. Yeah. The problem is that Vinky's like over here, and she needs to be more over to the right and maybe closer to Sana. We are actually going to back up. I know this is awkward, but we're going to back up over here because I forgot to animate actually 2 things here. Oops. Which you wouldn't normally notice in motion, but because not the main focus, but I'm going to do it anyway because I know. And if I know, it's a problem. Let's see. Just slightly move the elbow. Slightly move the elbow here. Also, as a general little tip, depending on the shot, you don't always have to animate like every part of the body. Like right here with the elbow, I don't have to, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it will help with the next shot. And honestly, with Sana's left hand right here, I don't really need to animate that because, you know, it's not in view. But I'm gonna do it anyway because, you know, personal pet peeves and all. All right. Oh, what the? Actually, I might just be able to get away with just doing that. I particularly like SMG4's style of animation. I say that because it doesn't look like he's even trying. I don't have a problem with anyone who likes his content. But that's just me. I mean, yeah, that is perfectly fine. I'm personally not a fan of his content either. But then again, I think I did actually go out of my way to watch SMG's content one time, and it was enough for me to be like, okay, I see why people like it, but it's not my thing. I don't know a whole lot about SFM, but is it somewhat like Gmod where you can both kind of animate characters and use a gravity gun to freely manipulate characters, models, objects? SFM, in terms of how you navigate, in terms of how you can create stuff, it's okay. Here's the thing, and I think I told Lol Attack of Lol Attack Productions this once, but the thing about SFM and Gmod is that they are very similar to one another, but they are not entirely the same. From what I've personally seen when people have worked in Gmod, from what I can remember anyway, the workflow is generally the same, because you have these so here's the thing. With SFM, we have these controllers, right? Where this one is like, we move it like this. This is the rotate, and all that. I recall Gmod having similar controllers that you can get. But if you were to ask me if they work the same way, no. I can only say that they work just from observation alone. They don't function the same way. They're similar, but they don't function exactly the same. Like the gravity gun thing, that is non-existent in here. SFM is more akin to something like Maya or Blender, if I had to be honest. And I can only say that because some of the animation classes that I took in college required us to work in Maya. And not to toot my own horn or anything, but in those classes, my fellow classmates that I had during that time, some of them would struggle with navigating Maya and stuff and working in that. But because of my prior experience with working in SFM, I was actually able to transition over to working in Maya pretty smoothly. So I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Because Maya also has these same controllers for, or not, I don't think this one, but I definitely know it has this type of controller and this type of controller. I hope that answers your question. But yeah, Gmod and SFM, while similar in some aspects, they are not entirely the same. SFM is more akin to Maya or Blender in terms of how you can go about things. With the, I mean, you can technically like use custom models in SFM, but you would have to make it in a separate program and then bring it over to here. That's the only major difference. Because with Maya and Blender, you can just make your models and stuff in that program and then just use them more easily, if that makes any sense. Okay. Now that that shot is actually done, let's get back over to this one, and let's get whoa. Sometimes the camera just okay, hold up. There we go. That's better. Alright, so we gotta just get Vinky in the right spot here. Positioned correctly. There we go. Let me see. What's another general tip that I can give? I've already said on Twitch stream, but I can repeat over here. Another general tip that I can say, I think I was kind of already saying it, but I didn't say it fully. You don't have to animate everything in the shot. And that also goes along with everything in a shot doesn't have to be exactly like 1-to-1. Like, like say for example, let's just do something rough here. Let's move Vinky back over here. She was over here originally, or at least somewhere around here. You don't have to have her like be right here. If you need her to be closer, like for this shot, I want her to be a little bit closer. Then you can do that. You're not limited. You can, and like if you frame it right, you can get away with certain things. Like with Sana, I'm going to probably rotate her a little bit, like here. Yeah, I'm gonna probably rotate her just a little bit more, so that way it just feels a little bit better. And then with Vinky here, you might just do that. And now we're gonna readjust the camera to be closer to what I want. Of course, SFM limitations and all, gotta be careful about that. Alright, there we go. That actually looks closer to what I want this shot to look like. There we go. Perfect. Hope to work with something like Blender in the future, then I'm able to make my OCs original. Yeah. At some point or another, I want to transition over to Blender as well, but now is not the time. I feel like I just need to. Personally speaking, I want to focus more on animating, because that's one of my. I feel like that's my strongest. I was about to say strongest talent, but that might as well be the thing. But that also makes me sound like I'm stuck up. And like, oh man, I'm so great, guys. Trust me. Alright. Yeah. You know what? This is probably gonna have to be the. Again, just limited, but I think this is just gonna have to be the best that I can do. Never really fully figured out the control. That was okay. So I did actually try out Blender like years ago, and I thought I was getting the hang of it, but that was also around the time where I wanted to be a little more ahead on this series. But that obviously didn't pan out for multiple reasons. But yeah, at some point I would like to revisit Blender and see if I can somehow figure it out. But that time is not right now. I'll worry about it at a later date. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you know what? That is fine. That will work. Let's see. 150 something. Okay. So I want to do a little bit more work. But I'm going to take this time to. I'm going to take this time to do a little break, little 5-10 minute break, and then when that 5-10 minute break is up, I will come back. We'll get a little bit more work done on this shot, and we'll just see where things go from there. All right, guys. 5-10 minute break. I will be right back. Gonna stretch, get refill my water and stuff. So all right, break time. I'm back. That was a lot shorter of a break than I was expecting to take. But again, I don't know how long away I was, but you know, just needed to do a stretch break, get a snack, and you know, refill the water and stuff. But yeah, let's switch back over. Okay, and I see that Legend 214 saw you pop in while I was taking my break. So hello, welcome to the stream. We are animating The Life of Inkling Chapter 2 right now. We've got about, let's see, if I can remember. We've got about 5 to 6 shots left in this first scene. And, yeah, we are actually pretty close to finishing this scene. So then, what we've got after this scene in particular, just to talk about that little behind the scenes stuff for a bit. I think I mentioned it already in another video that I did, but excuse me. But there are 3 scenes total for this chapter. This is scene 1, and then I'll probably stream my progress on scene 2 as well. But when it comes time for scene 3, I will not be streaming my progress on that because, well, I guess I can stream a little bit if I wanted to, but scene 3 includes a teaser for what happens in the next chapter, and I'll just leave it at that. No, I can say a little bit more. I'm trying to be very, very careful about what I say because I don't want to spoil too much. But chapter 2 is gonna go like scene 1, scene 2, then we're gonna have the credits. And then after the credits, scene 3, where we get a little teaser sneak preview of what's to come. And in that teaser, you'll be seeing a new character. And that is all I'm gonna say. That is all I will say, because if I say anything else, spoilers, like straight up spoilers. But just hope you all are looking forward to that, because again, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. We have only barely scratched the surface. Anyway, let's get that music back on and get some more work done. Okay. So let me see. With this shot in particular, okay. So there's like actually, we can already get. Oh man. All right. So we can already get like half of this one done because let me see here. Let me see for a second here. New character pocket. I know. But I'm not gonna say anything else because spoilers. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to that. See, that's the that is the benefit of tuning into these types of streams, because you get to hear stuff like that. And I will definitely be doing a lot more of these in the future. So yeah, look forward to that. So what we're doing here is a little cheat. I know you can scorn me for what I'm about to do, but trust me, this helps get things done a lot faster. So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy Sana's animation here. Not necessarily starting from here. Probably starting from here. I think. Actually, why don't we just do it in pieces so that way the transition's smoother. Love this song. Easy Day, yes. That's a royalty-free song. But if you guys remember, for those that have watched Chapter 1 DX, this is the song that I chose to play when Sana and Alicia are having that little conversation during lunch. Yeah. mentioned it on the Twitch streams, but if there's one thing that I love doing when it comes to making videos or just scenes is really just finding the right song for a particular scene. And this one in particular, once I heard it, I was like, okay, this is the song that needs to play during this moment. And I'm so happy it worked out so well, because it's like, man, it just hits the right tone and everything. It's like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you could call me cheating right now with what I'm doing, but I mean, I don't care. I literally do not care. Like this entire thing that I'm doing right now helps get the animation done a lot faster. Just copying, pasting stuff. Because in this shot, anyway, in this shot, Sana is just she's kind of just standing there. Binky's just giving her retort. So, you know. Always when I hear specific songs like this, pictures and scenarios pop up in my head all of the time. All of the time. I swear. Doesn't matter if it's a royalty-free song or if it's a song from a game or an anime or whatever. It's just like, sometimes the mind wanders and I'm just like, it's so cool. Yeah, this is what I mean by we're getting half the shot done now, because we are just, again, copying and pasting animation that's already been done over into this this shot. And while it may seem like I'm lazy, no, I'm just being smart. Again, this helps get the thing done a lot quicker. And I've just noticed that in particular with the elbow, we need to copy it from there and bring it over here. There we go. At least a little bit better. Yeah. Probably smooth it out later, but that's at least enough for me to work with. Okay, so what we need to do now, actually, I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm probably gonna have to do this, just extend this more. There, so I have more room to work with. There we go. Just move all this over here for now. Alright, so let's get the timing down on this this for now. Let's see. If anybody wants to tell me that it's okay to copy paste at times, just don't do it all the time. Yeah. I only do it when a character is just in rest, or as what some people might call it as, a cycle. So Sana here in this shot, she's going to just, again, she's just going to be standing here listening to Binky's retort. So we're just gonna have her idle for a bit, and then that's just gonna be her movement for the shot. Meanwhile, Binky over here is gonna be the more animated and being like, hey, what do you talk about? You know, sort of follow up to what Sana has to tell her. This kind of has just become like a, I don't want to say it's my personal animation style, but it's just the way that I've learned to get this done, or just work, basically. And hey, if it's working and it's getting things done and in a timely manner, then that's all that matters. seeing the original pilot of Like Lady for the first time 4 years ago. Oh god. Was it 4 years ago? Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna feel old. And I really felt for Sonic because I was still in high school then and had a bully like Vinky in elementary. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's again relating it back to real life experiences and stuff. That's kind of what I was going for, was that we have Stinky Vinky over here being the jerk that she is, giving Sana a hard time. It's like, why do you have to give me a hard time? Why? But yeah. Definitely feel the whole being mistreated in school type of thing. Not that that was like the norm for me, but it was definitely in elementary school. It's definitely in elementary school. Okay. Anyway, let's change the subject and not so that way it's not like completely depressing. All right, so for now, anyway, let me see. Oh yeah, gotta work out the timing for this shot. So let's see. So let me just give me a second here. Oh, right. Okay, I remember how this goes now. Sorry, took me a minute. Took me a bit, but what happens here, or what's gonna happen? This might actually be another short shot. This might actually be another another short one. Although I might have to rework the dialogue for a second. Let me just give me a second. Yeah. Yeah. That is definitely what my intent was. Okay, there we go. That makes it easier to read for me. So what actually happens here, just to give a little bit of context, without completely spoiling it. But what's happening here is that Vinky is gonna start her retort with this, like that. But then Sana is gonna be the one to be like, cut her off and basically be like, "Are you done? Are you still here? Are you still bothering me? I thought I told you to leave me alone." So, oh boy, this might actually be a little tricky. So I'm actually gonna mute this for now. This is that's the sound that's gonna play when Sana gives her, basically cuts Vinky off. So kind of just like. Okay. So yeah, this definitely is going to be a little tricky. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. And if I feel like stopping at any point, then I can just do that. But yeah. All right. So excuse me. So again, same general rule. We're gonna have, but the difference here is that we want Vinky's reaction to be almost instantaneous. So what we're gonna have her do is that we're gonna have her idle for just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. And then it's gonna just kick into her reaction. Just be like, wait, did she just tell me off? What? It's like, wait a minute, that's not how this is supposed to go. Well, too bad. Too bad, Vinky. Your power is draining. Or did you even have power to begin with? I don't know. Get debullied. I mean, Dalton. That's exactly what's happening here. I don't know. Again, you can't tell what's being said, but let me just back up a bit here. So it's like Sana is like getting ready. She's got stuff out of her locker. And then over here in this shot, here comes Vinky being angry, as per usual. And Sana's like, well, great. Now I gotta deal with her. Here she is, being the jerk that she is. Then Sana takes a minute. Like, okay. In and out. And then she tells her off. Or at least starts to tell her off. And then this is the response to that. But yeah, Sana's gonna tell her off because she's like, you know what? I've had enough. I ain't dealing with this bullcrap anymore. Like, Dean was right. I ain't dealing with this shit anymore. And then Vicky's like, wait a minute. This ain't how it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to be the one that has the upper hand. It's like, well, no. Nice. That's cute, but no. Okay. Okay. Do we have like a... Alright, hold on. I'm trying to visualize how it's gonna go. So let's see here. Where's that? Okay. And then we'll just extend the movement to like here. And then we'll have her jolt up, be like, wait a minute. Wait, did that just happen? Yes. Yes, it did. Alright. Okay, there we go. Again, rough out the start, and then we just add layers on it until it's done. Let's see. We need a slap. I mean, I can understand why you would think that. But that's not what we're going for here. I don't want to sound like I'm a tree hugger or whatever, but violence should never be the thing to solve your problems. So in this case, Sana is just gonna be, cause that's what's at odds here. Vinky's all like, oh, I'm going to, I'm gonna cause you trouble via violence, whether it be physical, as you saw in Chapter 1 DX, or verbal. Sana here is just basically being like, I am above that, so I'm gonna just tell you calmly to leave me alone, and then I'm gonna walk away. So I can understand why you would want there to be a slap here, but no, that's not what's gonna happen. just gonna shut that. I'm gonna shut that theory down right now. Shut that down right now because no. Also, it would just be out of character for Sana to do that. Be very out of character for her to even do that. The only time, and this is not showing up in anything, at least for now. The only time that I could see Sana slapping anybody or just hurting anybody is if if like someone close to her was also being mistreated. But even then, she would initially try to be like, let's talk it out. Yeah, I know. It's just I know. I was just making conversation. Oh hey. You hear that? You hear the song that's playing right now? This is the song that I picked for the opening for the series. I love this song. It's so good. Speaking of though, I do plan on remaking the opening at some point. Not right now, but at some point. Probably before the next chapter. Ooh, it's the theme, yes. Hey, it's the opening theme. Yeah, I know. I love this song. It's so good. I was just listening to the YouTube audio library songs, and I was just like, which one sounds like the energy and the vibe that I want to give this series? Like, what kind of feeling do I want to go for? As soon as I heard this song, I was like, nope, this is the one. This is it right here. This is it. It's just so good. Just so good. See, but that's how you could tell that there are super fans in the chat, because they know. I'm not calling you guys out, but I'm just happy that you guys were able to recognize it on the spot without me even saying anything. It's like, that's great. Alright, we're gonna skip this one. Ooh. Good song. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm not liking this. See, here's another thing that happens is that when you're working, sometimes you'll just think, oh yeah, this is looking like it, but then you look back at what you're trying to go for, and it's like, ooh, that's not quite it. Yeah, so I feel like this needs to be a little bit faster, and just needs to be more like a sort of reaction instead of just this big ol' So quick and snappy, that's what we're trying to go for with this. So let's see. We're gonna do that. Or instead, wait. Oh, okay. I know. I know what I want to do. See, a lot of this I can kind of just do with my mind. I'm like, oh, that's how I want it to do. But as another general tip, it's gonna be another case of you looking like a fool. But trust me, this has actually worked out a lot when I've been doing my own work with animation and with Life in Inkling. But something that I recommend doing if you're trying to get a particular motion down is actually getting up out of your seat and acting it out. And that's something that I learned from one of my professors in college. Her whole thing about drawing was like, when in doubt, act it out. That's something that she would always say, and I've applied that knowledge, or that I've applied that way of thinking when I'm animating, and you'd be surprised how much that actually does help. Horizon's in the chat. Hello. I don't know why you I don't know why there's a loading icon, but if the stream is taking forever to load for you, maybe you should try refreshing it or something. I don't know, but it's good to have you here. We're just animating chapter 2 of the life of Inkling. Yeah, hope everything is going well for you and everybody else in the chat. I've honestly been having like a great time on here, guys. Like this is great. Alright, so obviously this is not what I want, but again, we're kind of just roughing it out at the moment, so it's gonna look a little jank, but as you saw in the previous shot, things will definitely look a lot more what I'm trying to go for as we go. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Another good song. Nice. Hello indeed. Like, just goes from like that, and then she's like, what? Who's my favorite character out of the cast? That's a good question. That is a good question. Man, you guys have been asking like really good questions this stream. I'm actually kind of impressed. It's very good. It's very good. Let me see. To answer the question though, let's see. Favorite character out of the cast here. Let me see. I don't want to sound biased because she's mainly based around my personality, but Sana. Again, that's only really because she's mainly based around who I am. But I will say, as a runner-up, and only because she's just fun to write, Alicia is probably my favorite character next to Sana. If I couldn't choose Sana, protagonist and all that, it would have to be Alicia. She's just really fun to write for. I have like a lot of fun giving her some funny but also like, you know, genuinely good dialogue. That and when I'm animating, I feel like I have the most fun animating Alicia because she's just that energetic and spunky. It's just like, oh man, this is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, that can actually extend to everybody else in the chat too. So you know what? Let's just go with that too. What are your guys' favorite characters and why? Please tell me. I am very much interested in that. Viki's face, a hunched posture. I think she's the most entitled Inkling on campus. Yeah, with this posture she has, she's like, yeah, I'm all that. But then, as you can see, she just kind of like slunks down a bit, and it's like, wait a minute. Did Sana just? Did she just talk back to me? I can't believe she actually did that. Obviously, it's not being properly conveyed right now because, again, we're still roughing it out. But that's kind of what I'm going for here. Oh, and that actually reminds me of another general tip that I can say about animating. So when you're animating, you noticed it when I was doing the previous shot, or working on the previous shot, but it's highly recommended to animate the body first and then do everything related to the face last. That includes lip sync. The reason why you want to do it that way is because you could fall into a trap where everything that you do with the face might work initially, but how can I describe this? Basically, it's like if you do the face first and it looks fine the way it is, that's cool. But when you start adding the body movement into it, generally speaking, it's not always going to line up with what you want to do. And yeah, that's generally how it is. And the only reason why I'm even spewing out that knowledge is because that was something that was heavily stressed at me with this one mentor that I have, this one animation mentor that I have, as well as in college classes. Like, a question that I asked was like, do you animate the body first or do you animate the face first? And the answer every time was body, because that allows you to get the body movement in there, because the whole thing is that it's character acting, you know. And if the body movement looks good, then you can just layer over the face, and then that helps sell the acting. But if you do the face first and then the body movement, things might feel a little disjointed. So yeah, that's why I do this. That's why this workflow is like this. Is that I do body movement first, and then we leave face stuff last. How long do you think it will take you to finish the scene you're working on? I don't know, because I mean, as I've said a couple times during the stream, we have like 5 to 6 shots left in this one scene, so we're actually pretty close to finishing this scene. So I honestly don't know how long it's gonna take, but if I keep on going at my current pace, might actually be I don't want to give any specifics. I don't want to say anything specific because that would just set expectations too high. So I'll just say it. I'll just vaguely say, if I keep going at my current pace, should be done relatively soon. Yeah. Inky is very interesting to me because I think there will be a huge character development. Interesting little deduction there. I don't think I've heard that take on Vinky's character yet. I think people just don't like her because, again, bully. But good assessment there, Splat04. Good assessment. I like it. It's easier for me because the characters feel more alive to me, and I need that. That I can understand. But I can definitely understand that because there's this one friend that I had in college that said that he couldn't wrap his head around that. But you'd actually be surprised at how easy it is to wrap your head around body movement first and then face movement. It actually isn't as bad as it seems. I know that you might want to mess with the face and stuff because that will help you see things better. But the reason why you shouldn't do the face first is actually because you get too absorbed in making the face and everything move and function the way that you want it. So then when it's time for you to do the body movements and stuff, then things kind of feel a little disjointed. So you don't have to, but Splatoon, if you're as motivated to pursue animation like I am, I would highly recommend trying out body movement first and then layering on the facial stuff afterwards. Just give it a try. It doesn't have to be like something grandiose or whatever. Just give it as a small little test. You know, do a small little test. Try to do something simple. See how you feel about it. And if you like it, then just continue doing that with your own work. I mean, yeah, you're right, Horizon. Facial expressions do help sell the acting, but again, the body movement, the body acting, or the character acting rather, is all within the body first and not solely on the face. So if you can nail that body movement down, then you can layer the face, and then everything just comes together. Yeah, give it a try and see how you like it. All right, let's get back to this. I'm kind of just gonna have her like again gonna rest, or would it be funnier to just have her like sit in place? Sit in place like temporarily, like just completely freeze. I will have to think about that. Possibly have her own redemption arc from bully to cool girl, similar to Groose from Skyward Sword. See, that's dipping into spoiler territory, and I don't want to say anything. All I can say is just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. You'll just have to wait and see. Let me, you know what? We're gonna try something here. We're gonna experiment. We're gonna experiment with something here. Of course, I'm probably not gonna know how it will look until we are fully done. But I want to experiment. I want to see if we can help sell this a little more. So give me a moment. We're gonna do this. There we go. Oh man, I'm already picturing it in my head right now, and I think this is gonna be very funny. So let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. I got it. So then we're gonna have her. Let's see. She's already kind of like standing up. So maybe we can kind of like have her bend her knees a little bit more. All right, then we can kind of rotate her back up. Rotate her up to a more standing type of pose. Actually, we can do this. Let's see. There we go. Let's see here. Oh god, Binky looks like she's flossing from moving her arms like that. You know, I'm just gonna say this, you did this to yourself. But what I'm about to do, probably gonna think very cringe, but there she go. She's flossing. There we go. Okay, anyway. Look, sometimes when you're animating, you have to, you know, just have a little bit of fun. Just have a little bit of fun. I've lost count of how many times I've animated the characters, and then for no reason whatsoever, I'll just put them in a dab. And then just put them back to normal. Oh, you know what? To help sell to help sell this a little bit more, we're gonna actually arc her body a bit, so that way it kind of goes like this. Or it's kind of more in like this sort of shape. Right, and then I just move her head up like that. No, she's my girl. Okay. I love it. Have her arms out, her hands out like this. Okay, yeah, the hands are in the spot that I want, but I might actually just readjust the. It's just from like this angle, it just looks a little weird. Let me see. Is there a way I could possibly like? Let me see. Becoming a problem because it's like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, yeah, hunched over like that. It's not gonna work. Good idea, but not gonna work. So let's make her stand a little more upright and not hunched over. Let's see here. You also have to pay attention to just how the body language and stuff reads on camera and stuff. So if it doesn't look right, then you gotta just adjust it until it does look right. Let's see. Do that. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Kind of just have her go from like this to. Hey. Because she farts live on stream, she's a god. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Source filmmaker is being source filmmaker. It's being difficult. It might just be because of this. So let's see. And the movement just feels a little weird. Yep, see, there it goes. Okay. Where's the problem? We need to determine that. Okay, I might just try to do it again. Let's just do a little refresh here. Like this, cause I've let me see. Like as a little incentive to like for anyone willing to support the Patreon and stuff. We do have a private Discord server, and you know, sometimes we get up to random shenanigans, me and my friends, and some of the things that happen is that I'll be streaming my animation progress to them while I'm working, and let's just say that it's kind of like a joke with us, where it's like we at Clean Entertainment take things very seriously, and then you just see me like posing somebody into a dab, or in this case, you see me just making Vinky do the floss. Very crudely, mind you, but you know. But yeah, guys, if you are interested in joining the Patreon at all, or in supporting me at all, like, you don't have to do it, but the support would be appreciated. Figured I'd just mention that while I'm working. It's one thing that I wish would take a little bit off the ground, but that's fine. Anyway, let's see. No. Let's see. Just trying to get it to work correctly. I'm just trying to get this to work correctly. There we go. Alright. Really do wish that SFM isn't still in public beta. I mean, it's been in beta for so long. I doubt that they're gonna like update it like anytime soon. Would it be nice? Oh yeah. But I'm not getting my hopes up with that. Although apparently in I think it's Half-Life Alyx, they have Source Filmmaker 2 hidden in that, but I'm like, I haven't bothered to look into that. Vinky Aboli becomes fan favorite. Something clearly went wrong here. Yeah. All because I made her floss. Very crudely, mind you, but I made her floss. Oh yeah, this needs to... Okay. I've got the movement right now, but let me see. Yeah. So I got the movement correct now, but it's moving too slow, so we gotta speed it up a bit. There's nothing I can do about the stalled Inkling sounds. I'm sorry, guys. Just kind of needed. Let's see. Why don't we do a little in between here? There's something else we can do. Just do that. Elbows back to that point. World record with the longest beta fit. Yeah. for Gmod because the ragdoll physics with the gravity gun are fun to mess around with, but you can still make great and fun creation with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with preferring one over the other. There definitely are some pretty solid things that have been done in Gary's mod. Trying to think of like something good. If you guys want like a good example, I mentioned it earlier, but if you check out Lol Attack Productions, they are working on their own little Splatoon fan series, and they're using Gmod, and gotta say, pretty damn good stuff. Pretty dang good stuff. So yeah, go check that out. I think their series is called Crimes of Maintenance. That sounds right. So yeah, take a look at that. That's actually some pretty good stuff. Okay. So anyway, back to this though. Let's see. So we're just gonna move her in a way where it's like, you know, it's kind of like she's coming up from a rest. Oops. There we go. Doesn't need to move like that much here. This needs to be just be a subtle movement. Right. That's not right. When SFM stalls like that, I feel like it's gonna crash, and then I weep. Speaking of, it's been a while. I should save. Trying to be a little bit better about that, especially when I go for this long. See, sometimes this happens when I'm animating. It's just that it will just do that glitchy movement for no reason, and it's like, why? Why do you gotta make things difficult, Source? Alright, let's see if this will do the trick here. Also do this. Not quite what I was hoping for, but that's what making adjustments are for. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Just give me a moment. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here. I think I have it in my head of what I want to do, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Oh, this song. Yes. Another one that I absolutely love. This is a good one. There needs to be like at least a hard cut right here to then transition to the next shot. So that's how it's going to be planned out anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. And I have her just lean forward a bit more to be like, hey, listen. And then it's like, no. Lol, no. You thought, but no. Sorry. Not today. Just make some slight adjustments so that's not the same position. It has to be dumb. Which controller's being stupid? This one? There we go. Like a little bit of movement to like kind of like go back a bit. And I noticed that she's not facing towards Sana anymore, and that's kind of a problem. We want her to be doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Something that I'm going to do though is that we're going to slightly adjust the timing on her movement here. Let's see. If we do something like maybe right over here and then over here. All these subtle movements. all these very subtle movements. Sometimes the subtle movements are needed. Let me just see here. Okay. Oh, jeez. There we go. So did Rumi sound exceptionally cursed? Oh, you could blame SFM for probably stuttering there. That's probably why. Oh, okay. I get it now. All right. That was because I was moving the like that. That's why. I was moving it slowly because I was analyzing the animation. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Why is this not the same? What happened here? Is this should be? Is this right here should be the same as this right here? So I don't know what happened with that. I just had to do that. What the? SFM being dumb again. Here we go. Wait. No. Yeah, but every program's gonna have its issues, so it's fine. Let me see. Why is she slightly moving? That's not what I want. Jeez. Come on. It's like it's supposed to be like... There we go. She's just supposed to be frozen in place for a second, and then it just goes. Okay, let's see. Right. And the mid body first. Let's see how hard. Oh, nice. Nice. Hope that works out for you. Okay. Let's see. How long have we been going? Oh my god. We have been going for nearly 3 hours at this point. Let's see. Just trying to gauge like if I should keep going for a little bit longer or if I should stop here. Because to be perfectly honest, guys, like we still managed to get like a large chunk of work done today. Just based on what we've been able to do, because it's like we completed one shot here, and then we started this one, and it's already half done because Sana over here is just in idle at the moment. Actually, let me just since I know the correct cutoff point for this shot now. which I think is let's see here. It's right here, Minky. So let me just readjust Sana's movement here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That's how it kind of looks like this. Okay. Yeah, because we managed to get like a large chunk of work done. Like, it may not seem like a lot, but we did get a lot of work done here because again, got another shot finished, and we got another shot that is half finished and half started. So and the thing about this shot in particular, shot 14, it's gonna transition to shot 15, and yeah, shot 14 is gonna lead into 15, and I feel like if I am going to do that, I should probably just like do shot 15 immediately afterwards. So what if after Vinky Floss you just ended the stream right away? That would have been legendary. Oh my god. That would have been interesting to say the least. I'll just say the least possible on that. But yeah, you know what? I think this will be where I will end the stream, guys. Like again, very solid work completion, like all around. Like we are just like 5 to 6. Wait, no, not 5 to 6. No, yeah, 5 to 6. 5 to maybe 6 shots left of this scene, and already we have like this next shot right here, shot 14. It's already like half done. So like it might as well be like I don't know. Might as well be like 4.5 to 5.5 at this point. But yeah, you know what? Yeah. This was a very productive stream. So yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna stop it for today. I'm obviously gonna be working on this more throughout the week. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream. When is the next stream? Next stream, okay, yeah, that's actually a good question, Splatoon 4. So these types of streams are going to be weekly on Mondays. So weekly Monday around the same time, 1:30 p.m. PST, and we'll just go for like 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on how I'm feeling that particular day. And I'll just be animating this until it's done. Obviously, obviously I'll be doing that until we get to scene 3, because when I get to scene 3, I'm going to be animating that off stream, so that way keep the suspense in what's going to happen with that after credit scene. So I don't know what I would do with streaming when it gets to that point. But yeah, we'll just play with it as we go. I'm still kind of experimenting with this whole streaming thing, but it seems like this one went pretty well. Like, you guys were pretty active in chat and seemed to really enjoy this, so I am all for doing more streams like this. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll just throw a game in there like every once in a while. But yeah, wish you the best of luck with chapter 2 and whatever else the series goes. Thank you so much for that, Dalton. That you'd be surprised at how much I appreciate hearing that kind of stuff from you guys. Like, honestly, one of the main reasons why it's like I create this stuff for myself first, but you know, I also just love the fan interaction, just hearing everybody else's opinions and stuff on it, and I'm just so thankful for you guys. Okay, but yeah, that will wrap up the stream. So You know, if you want to keep updated with what it is that I do on a daily basis, follow me on Twitter at Clay Entertain. It's on right there. Support me on Patreon, Clay Entertainment. Links and stuff and everything to all of these are in the description. Ko-Fi, Patreon, and Twitter and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's going to do it for the stream. So I'll see you guys next week, next Monday, same time, 1:30 p.m. PST, where we will just keep on going with this. So, yeah, this was a great stream, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time. Okay, I'll address this real quick before I stop. You think you can make Vinky default dance in front of Sonic just as a joke for memes? You know what? I'll think about it. I will think about it. I will definitely think about it. Okay. Oh, also as a reminder, archive of the stream will be put on my second channel. You'll get notified about that when it happens. But all right, guys. Once again, thank you for so much for tuning in. This was so great. I'll see you guys next Monday, same time. Peace.